WWE is supposed to be on the road to WrestleMania, but right now it looks like they're on the road to Roadblock, and guess what? They've already arrived at their destination because this show sucks. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Do you remember that premium live event, Roadblock? What a horrible pay-per-view / event that was, and what a horrible Raw this was, and look at how horrible WWE has been for a while now. I was going to say the Netflix era, but let's not kid ourselves. WWE's been shite for years now, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here? This is WrestleMania season, and where are the stars? Where are the top guys? None of them are there. No Roman Reigns, no John Cena, no CM Punk, no Logan Paul. You got no Rhea Ripley. You got no Becky Lynch. You got nobody. No Rock. There's nobody on the show. There's no Rey Mysterio tonight. There's nobody there. No Randy Orton. No one. No interest. I mean, how has wrestling got this bad where Triple H just thinks he can give people weeks off at a time and like it doesn't matter? There's like, it's okay, you can have the week off, you can have a month off, you can miss multiple shows. It doesn't matter. When wrestling was good, everybody was on every show every single week unless there was a legit reason for them not to be there. And even then, they would be written out in a storyline with injury or something like that, or getting arrested, or, you know, whatever. There would be a reason for them not being there. What's the reason for CM Punk not being on tonight's show? No reason. Just didn't show up. Why is Rhea Ripley not on tonight's show? No reason. Well, there is a reason, a very shite reason, a reason that makes Triple H a massive cuck. She's too busy in Australia visiting AEW to see her little boyfriend Buddy Murphy lose a Continental Championship match. So, are you telling me that Rhea Ripley being at ringside for an AEW event to watch Buddy Murphy is more important than Rhea Ripley being, considering she is the women's champion, being on Raw in the build-up to Elimination Chamber, in the build-up to WrestleMania? What the fuck is going on in Triple H's head? It's a shame that his brain isn't the size of his nose, because if he had wrestling knowledge inside that nose, then who knows, pun intended, maybe we'd actually get a good show. But we don't get a good show. My head's sore, guys. I'm going to try not to rant here too much, but you can't help it when you're talking about this crap. So I made it to about an hour 20 in, and I thought, nah, screw this. It's 20 past 2 in the UK. I'm going to bed and I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow, and that's what I did. And I mean, I guess that's the only good thing about Netflix. Don't get me wrong, the shows are shit and you don't want to watch them, but with them being on Netflix, it is very easy, it is very accessible just to stop watching and then pick it straight back up where you left off. So, I mean, that's one good thing about Netflix, but the problem is, when you turn it off, you don't want to turn it back on. You don't want to pick up where you left off, but whatever. Lillian Garcia was there tonight, your ring announcer. We get a Sami Zayn, Adam Pearce segment, just a load of shite. Sami Zayn talking about a rough couple of weeks. How many times do we need Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to wrestle each other? Sami Zayn wants Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. Adam Pearce comes out and says, I talked to Aldous about this. He knows you want the match. I know you want the match. Everyone here knows you want the match. Kevin wants the match, but we can't give you the match because you're not medically cleared to compete. Sami Zayn then bores us, talking about Adam, how long have you known me? I need to get my hands on Kevin Owens. They talk about their time before they touched the WWE contract, the time when they were jobbers, and guess what? They're still fucking jobbers. Sami Zayn then keeps demanding a match, and Adam Pearce is like, I can't make this match because Kevin Owens can take you into the concourse and he can, wrap a steel chair around your head, he can drop you on your neck, there's nothing I can do about it. Sami Zayn's like, but I can do the same stuff to Kevin Owens, and there's nothing you can do about it. I can pile drive Kevin Owens. And then Adam Pearce Finally, after Sami Zayn demands that he gives him the damn match, Adam Pearce says, alright, it'll be Kevin Owens one-on-one with Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. But Sami, it's not official. It's unsanctioned. So there you go. Adam Pearce thought he was an absolute boss there for dropping that line. And look, I'll be honest, considering that's his catchphrase, that's not a bad punchline there at the end. It's not official, it's unsanctioned. Might be the best thing Adam Pearce has ever done. But it wasn't great. I've seen people talking about this as if it's like up there with one of the greatest moments in wrestling history. It's like, fuck no, come on. I mean, he took a play on his whole "it's official" stick and just said it's unsanctioned instead. I mean, come on. I don't know why people are praising this as if it's like, Austin or Rock quality stuff. Right. We then see the Judgment Day backstage. Dominik is worried because Bianca Belair and Naomi are seeking revenge on Morgan and Raquel. And guess what? Dominik can't do nothing. How mad is that? In the world of WWE, Bianca Belair could turn up with a baseball bat and she could start beating the shit out of Liv Morgan. And she could be hitting her 50, 100, 150 times. And Dominik, all he can do is look. All he can do is watch on and ask her very nicely and politely and calmly to stop, beating his girlfriend to death, because in wrestling, if you're the man, you can't do shit. You just have to sit there and look at a woman either beat you up or beat up somebody that you care about. So why is Dominik worried about this? Why worry about something you can't control? I mean, Dominik's worrying about it, but if this happens, then he can't do fuck all anyway, so there's no plan he can come up with, unless he goes and recruits more women to the Judgment Day to try and, pad out the numbers. We then see Raquel and Finn. They've both got chamber qualifiers. They get in a little bit of a heated argument here. Finn says it would be embarrassing if Raquel lost to someone like Roxanne, and then Finn turns and says to Dominik, no new members. So I don't think Finn likes the new members. Obviously, Carlito was pretty new, Raquel was pretty new, but I mean, at this point, you had Damian Priest. He was the big guy, he left. Rhea obviously got kicked out. JD McDonough is out injured. I think the Judgment Day needed new members. There would barely be a faction if they didn't add new members, so I think they need more members actually. Why not? Put more members in there. Also, am I the only one that finds Raquel Rodriguez a lot more attractive than Rhea Ripley? They've got like they're about the same height. They've got the same kind of like body, physique, stature, and stuff like that. But I don't know. When I look at Raquel Rodriguez, I see someone who, yeah, she's maybe not, she's not like feminine or whatever. She's not got like the natural petite body build. But I think she still looks attractive as a female. I mean, I look at Rhea Ripley, I just see a man, I just see a tranny. It is what it is. I can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So, let me know in the comments, guys, or maybe I'll put up for a poll, who's more attractive, Raquel Rodriguez or Rhea Ripley? I think that's a good poll just to put up there. Doesn't really achieve anything, but we'll do it anyway. Why not? Right. Opening match, AJ Styles versus Dominik Mysterio. I enjoyed this. Thought it was decent. Carlito got involved. He was getting in the rope. He was getting into the ring. AJ kicks the ropes into his nuts, and then Carlito spits out the apple. And then Carlito is on the outside rolling about, and AJ catches Dominik, who's going for like a sunset flip or Hurricane Rana even, and he catches him and puts him into the Styles Clash, and then Braun Breaker comes out, tries to hit a spear on AJ from behind. AJ jumps over him, leapfrogs him, and then he takes out Dominik by accident. Braun Breaker on the outside grabs his belt before AJ can grab it. He rips his shirt off, he throws his shirt at AJ, and AJ just catches the shirt one-handed. So I thought that was a pretty cool looking moment there. AJ Styles, 47 years old, still going well, still looking like a guy that is in his prime. So I mean, yeah, you look at Styles and you look at Rey Mysterio. I mean, are they at their absolute peaks? No, but the fact, and I guess it helps these guys maybe that they're smaller guys, but I mean, these two are still going, and it's like, you look at some people when they get into their 40s, like they're slowing down a lot, and these two are, still phenomenal, pun intended. So, yeah, AJ Styles, I think he's done as a top guy in WWE, unfortunately, but here, I wouldn't say no to AJ Styles having another World Championship run. And who knows, if Cena does win the belt, maybe they could run it back one more time, Styles and Cena. You don't have to give them a 3-month build, you could simply have a world title match on Raw. Imagine that. Imagine if we just got a throwaway world title match, if we actually got something good like we used to get back in the day. Cena and Styles could just have a one-off, you don't have to build it up, you don't have to do any of that crazy shit, you don't have to drag it out over 6 weeks or whatnot. You could literally have Cena versus AJ Styles. You could have Cena do an open challenge or anything, a battle royal with the winner of that night facing Cena. You could do anything. I think it would be good because those two guys had some good matches back in the day during their time on SmackDown. But anyway, Julius Creed has been picked to join Team Daniel Cormier, so good for him. We then get the second match, Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile. Shocked, to be honest. I didn't see this one coming. Ivy Nile loses to Dakota Kai. I mean, Dakota Kai looks good for 35, but has some terrible offense in the ring. Especially her finisher. Her finisher actually didn't look that bad in this match, but normally it looks horrible. She hits the GTK, picks up the win over Ivy Nile. You have Lyra Valkyria at ringside. Lyra Valkyria then gets in the ring. And how many times have we seen this? How generic is this? How overdone is this? It's almost like they've got nothing else to do these days. You see the champion. They just get in the challenger's face. They stare at them and they hold the belt up in the air. But that's all you get. That Triple H thinks that's storytelling. He thinks that Lyra Valkyria getting in the ring, looking at Dakota Kai and lifting her belt into the air, he thinks that's great. It's not great. Every fucker does it. I mean, it's all you get. It's all you get. Every champion just gets in the ring, looks at the challenger, holds the belt up in the air. I mean, why do something different? Come on, be creative. Come on to fuck. You know. Even I'm not saying they have to even have like physical contact or anything, but you could just have Lyra Valkyria. Maybe, I don't know, since she is a face, she doesn't need to be confrontational. She could maybe just applaud, you know. She could just maybe clap Dakota Kai from ringside, and then maybe just like walk up the ramp and, you know, while looking on, and that's it. And then maybe they could have a bit of a stare down and she could go, next week, me and you, whatever. Like, I don't see why they need to do the same fucking thing every time. Oh, get in the ring, lift my belt and look at you. I mean, come on. It doesn't achieve anything. It's just garbage, isn't it? It's just crap. I just don't get it. Anyway, Dakota Kai wins. Up next, we've got Gunther and Jey Uso. I remember they were doing that tough enough thing, and Gunther went on, and he was running down some woman saying, nobody wants the next Barbie. Well, actually, we do, right? There's a lot of red-blooded males out there that we do want the next Barbie in professional wrestling. We do want hot women. What we don't want, Gunther, is your boring fucking ass. And how's this guy got the audacity to call anyone boring? Gunther, one of the worst world champions of all time, the charisma vacuum known as Gunther. Who does he think he is to come and call people boring? I mean, Gunther needs to fuck off, honestly. I wish he'd put that sleeper hold on himself, choke himself out, and we never had to see him again. Just go to sleep, mate, because you suck. You suck. He came out, he did the Jey Uso entrance. He then asked Pat McAfee, do you think Jey can beat me? You always run your mouth, Pat, so say it. And then Pat says, yeah, you know what? Over one match, anything can happen with a little yeeting over here and a little yeeting over there, yeeting all over the place. Yeah, I hope he can beat you at WrestleMania. We then get Gunther. He's going to attack Pat. Jey Uso comes to the ring. He's been stopped by two small referees and a male ref. I mean, doesn't look very good on Jey Uso's behalf, does it? Then he breaks through. We get a brawl, and then the likes of Gregory Helms comes out. I think Jamie Noble's in there. Kenny Dykstra, all those guys, and then obviously Adam Pearce, and it's your average break apart at the night. How often do we get this? Again, every single fucking week we get this where there is two wrestlers in the ring and they're brawling, and we get to pull apart with all the officials and Adam Pearce and the referees. I mean, seriously, why do they think they're doing this same thing? It's like you're watching the same show. It's like it's like a toddler. I don't know. It's like they do one thing, and it's like the only thing they know what to do, and they just keep fucking doing it. I don't understand why anybody thinks this is good. This is not good. This is garbage. Oh, look at this. Oh, Jey Uso and Gunther, they're brawling for about 2 seconds. Let's pull them apart with all the officials and all the referees. Same shite. You get this every week. Just insert two different wrestlers, but keep the officials and the referees, and it's the same crap. Same fucking crap. Garbage. Absolute garbage. We then got Kathy Kelly with a different look backstage, talking to Liv and Raquel. Liv says that she's going to squash Roxanne like a little bug, assuming she was talking about Raquel, whatever. Third match, Penta versus Pete Dunne. Don't care. Apparently Chad Gable is gone. Chad Gable is looking for a luchador, or he's studying Arriba. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Why are we getting Penta versus Pete Dunne again? Penta wins. Distraction for Ludwig Kaiser. I mean, there's a lot of gay looking shit on this show, but Ludwig Kaiser takes the cake. And then we get Penta, does a somersault plancha over the top rope, takes both men out. Michael Cole, he must be the biggest suck-up, disingenuous bastard of all time. He's a liar. Michael Cole cannot sit there and truly believe this is the best era of wrestling he's ever called. Michael Cole has been doing commentary, I believe, since 98. I think he was doing some shows in 98. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Michael Cole did announcing in 98 on Heat. Now, did he do any announcing in 98 on Raw? Not too sure. Maybe he did one show or not. I know he had that run in 99 that he did for a while, but I know he's been announcing since 98. So Cole has been sitting there for... We're approaching 40 years, right? But let's just go with 25, okay? Right, let's just say 25. Let's say he didn't really become a full-time... SmackDown was his show. So you know what, we'll call it 25. Right? Let's just, for argument's sake, let's just go 25. Look at the great eras this guy has been a part of. Look at the great superstars and stories and matches that this guy has seen. From the Attitude Era, with Austin, Brock, Taker, you name it. Going in to the brand split in the Ruthless Aggression Era, where you still had all the top guys and you had a mixture of the up-and-comers coming through from, what do you call that place? OVW, no, is it OVW? You'd had Brock, Cena, all those guys coming up. You'd Hulk Hogan there, you'd that stacked roster in 2002, 2003. Then, obviously, a few years after that, you're beginning to see a change of guard. You've got the likes of Cena, Batista, Orton, those guys, they're rising to the top, and you still have legends like Shawn Michaels and Taker around, but you can see that there's a new stuff happening. And then even that, when you go into the PG era, you've still got a lot of legends around. You've still got Cena and Batista around, and you're beginning to see some new faces come in. You've still got McMahon showing up. You've still got a lot of great stuff. How can Michael Cole honestly believe this is the greatest era of all time? He's a liar. He's a straight up liar. He's a lying bastard. He's a suck up. He loves Triple H because McMahon's not there, bullying him. He was a shit-faced coward who was too afraid to say anything to McMahon. I don't want to hear about, well, he's a small guy, or look at his build, look at this, look at that. Look at Joey Styles. Joey Styles is no bigger than Michael Cole. In fact, look at Michael Cole now. Michael Cole's way bigger than Joey. And Joey didn't take any shit. Michael Cole is just a coward of a man. So yeah, and he's loving it now. Look at the state of him yeeting because he's loving life, and he knows that Triple H is there to kiss his ass, and he can kiss Triple H's ass, and they can all have some like lover gangbang shite, probably add me chin into the middle of it. I wish McMahon would come back and just fucking fire his ass on the spot. Fuck Michael Cole. Anyone who says he's better than JR, you don't deserve an opinion. I don't even think you deserve oxygen. I would go that far. If you think Michael Cole is better than JR, you don't deserve shit. You don't know shit. Your opinion's invalid. You have zero knowledge. Anyway, let's move on. I do have a headache, and I said I didn't want to argue, but here we go. Right, Pat McAfee recaps Bayley. Apparently she's been flying here, flying there, flying everywhere. I wish she'd fucking fly off to Mars and never come back. Fuck Bayley. And it's mental. It's mental how many people say, oh, look at Bayley. How could you, are you gay? How could you not find Bayley attractive? Just look at her, man. Look, the shaved head, the purple hair. I mean, just looks like one fucking big liberal Karen, doesn't she? I mean, honestly, man, look at what wrestling fans find attractive. Bayley, Rhea Ripley, it's all like butch lesbian looking fucking liberal women or trannies. I mean, there's no in between. They see a hot blonde chick, man, and they shit their pants. They can't deal with it. It's insane. War Raiders promo. I honestly didn't catch this, but it was probably shit. I'm not exaggerating. It would have been crap. We then got Perez versus Raquel. Perez hits a springboard pop rocks to pick up the win after distraction from Belair and Naomi. Roxanne Perez wins. Very predictable. And again, she's just in there to be with Bayley, and this is so predictable. It's like they've got no way of setting up feuds, nothing interesting going into Mania. So they just have to have a bunch of people pin each other at the Chamber to create some Mania matches. Or maybe this will be a stand and deliver match. Either way, I don't know. Either way, I don't care. Just, garbage. We then get a Karrion Kross promo. He's talking about Sami saying, just give up already. Seriously. Give up already. Then we get an Io Sky promo that I did not see. Says she wants her championship back. She wants to take her rightful spot at the top of the division. Don't know if she said this in Japanese or English. I'm going to assume Japanese because I don't think she could sell this in English, but didn't see it. We then got a New Day segment. New Day just doing their same old shit. I mean, ever since the heel turn, ever since they kicked Big E out, it's been the same thing for the New Day. We need to get something new. We need to get something better. LWO then come out. Viva La Raza, and this is disgusting. First of all, they shouldn't be using Viva La Raza, because when you hear that, you think of Eddie Guerrero. But I'm thinking, right, well, I mean, at least Rey Mysterio's good. And then you don't even get Rey Mysterio. You get Dragon Lee and the other two goofs. Not that Dragon Lee isn't a goof, but you get my point. So it's like, holy fuck. Do these guys really deserve to come out to Viva La Raza? I mean, absolutely not. They come down and they beat up the New Day. So they beat down Kingston, they beat down Xavier Woods, and I just don't give a shit, but it is what it is. Next week on Raw, Lyra Valkyria will defend against Dakota Kai. Plus, Judgment Day will finally get their Women's Tag Team Championship match with Belair and Naomi. And then it was the main event, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Balor hit some big offensive moves. Balor hit a lot of stuff, hit the pedigree, hit the coup de grace. But Seth Rollins kept kicking out. And then Balor applied a crossface, Chris Benoit style. But Rollins managed to, get his way out of it. And then he hits a curb stomp on Balor to pick up the win. 1, 2, 3. Total runtime, about 2.5 hours. Seth Rollins gets the win. Predictable, honestly. Another guy that's just in there to set up a WrestleMania match, probably. Would have been interesting, I think, to have Finn Balor in there. Throw a spanner in the works. Throw a Judgment Day guy in there. But of course they can't do that, because everything needs to be predictable as hell. So of course Finn Balor can't win. But yeah, there you go, guys. Seth Rollins wins. That is your Raw review. Just a shite show in general. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. This stuff's getting worse. Let me know what you think down below. My head's banging, but yeah, this stuff is getting way worse. So we'll see what's going to happen. But it is what it is. That's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.